Yeah, they are this way chocolate drink. Do you hear any ensure special ice mineral water ensure a boost immune system? So no now John so toxins bia bebu video anymore. I'm an inina ababe since house near camp for best assurance and the best savings and loans and ne Ghana yet papa. COVID buy and for bebre you won't ye and sound and your susu or baby or china. Why are no ebedu sika for sika no to best savings and loans. Watch that and ya. Wakwakoje na fo de twitwa ho afi wasan ato aso bi abusuafo efreme efia pokua ene yemie yasum na afi UTV kasebo no yemfa chechemu emro kasebo no na poso ene se Bank of Ghana ye o man sikakrabia batan wo mo de atodwa che enhehye a wo mo ye se de ba wo betimi aboa ama customers awodo nyina na wo mo sika kodi sikakrabia awodo te se microfinance service loans a eba wo mo sa ebeka no wo mo se dodo no o ma chia wo mo sanso na kasebo kra ebekwa akohwe sojafo bi anano ye brim wo mo ewo bi e de dome faase no say asem no akwa akosisen kasebo kro ya muso be kwa akohwe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na no wo de betu dwa enema MPP aban betra akodwa so ma ya ebro dodo be se empim dun so ne akire ye be kwa akohwe se etisen say NDC for to be press conference Joada nyame adoma eno so da asem NDC de ba betu dwa be kwa akote nsem ni nyina ye do be kwa mono no e Zimbabwe say wo ma semra se emaya no wo monyem no a wo mbe school a ye hunu so wo monyem a ne ye pam wo ne free ne ko wo abesa no school no wato emra abusiafo wei ene nsembebe aka ne nyina bom se UTV kasebo ene wie ye de ne nyina ebrem ye fa mafia pokuafe ye fa nsem no emu ncheche mu nyina emma wo emu ncheche mu no ye de ba ne ye hyase ewo eye Bank of Ghana no man sikakrabia eba tan kese ewo mayi mo Bank of Ghana no wo mo achemu se na se ye nyina anim de eba ye eye sikakrabia wo don ketewa no ne wo mo ye from micro finance any savings and loans wa enkofo bi de o musika koto ho no match se sika na akwa bi ho no ne nyina o muguso o mo ye hye se de mo betue ne nyina de amom na se kra no dodo no a wo matua e de ama omanfo na governor ya won ne da o mayi Bank of Ghana no ano Dr. Ernest Addison e na o chem se receiver ya wo mu yi no so ono na sa ansem ni nyina wonhwe na afi won kan wasem afi wo mu musika kodi mu no yensesene amfo wo musika nkomo mu microfinance ankofo de wo musika koto ho so aya binum wo musika afo wo nsa ase nyina yensese wo majapade na afi yenton aye den sesa no e de atwia customers anu wo mu ewo mu no se sa andwuma no wo mu guso wo mu ye pa ni nyina eye pa no so betimi de ne sa esi ne bo aka se banks ni nyina aye ehihya ma wo musika wo ho no yetwia dodo no a e de ama wo mu.
We had the reform in two phases. The first phase had to do with the banking system, where we revoked the licenses of 9 banks. All depositors were made whole. There was 100% coverage of every depositor in the banks. It's the depositors in the SDIs.
They got their money.
And they got their money.
They had
100%.
Those had access to their money.
Everybody got access to their money. Regarding the banks, the 9 banks that had their license revoked. The data that we have suggests that more than 95% of depositors have been fully paid. So there are just about 5% of depositors who have large amounts. These are the high net worth individuals that were settled with bonds, which were to be retired over 5 years. So we think that most of it has been done. There were a few delays regarding depositors of GN Bank and First Allied. And in the last 3 weeks, that has also been cleared. The government has provided a bond worth 1.7 billion CDs, which we have monetized 700 million of. So the receiver is also working at clearing the last few people that are left in that segment. So I think we've made a lot of progress, Mr. President, in dealing with this depositor issue.
Government has found it necessary to give the bank maximum support because it became obvious to us on coming into office that if the analysis that had been made about the fragility of the financial sector that we had inherited, if we were not prepared to back up that analysis concretely, God knows what would have happened to our country. And the manner in which the reforms have been carried out, I know there's a lot of controversy. There are many of the people who are responsible for the crisis in the first place and found it convenient to be able to point accusing fingers at those of us who are trying to clean up the mess. But that is the way of things. Those things never bother me too much because I understand the need for politicians to agitate. But I think that it's a matter that's been very well handled. It has enabled our country to come out of the financial sector mess that we inherited in a stronger position, and all the indices are pointing to that. So it's a major achievement for you and your team. It's another reason why I wanted very much to come here.
Oman Penny's Excellency Nana Donko Kufuado and Okasa or Bank of Ghana or Bra or Swan and Penny Foni in Adu Moko say, Yanko Bank of Ghana so say what share depositors no musica cocamuno, a more hamu a duocuno enum 95% yet to be see and Triana car, or ya no nature say tro and a odino.